Hey, we're back for another episode of Algebra 1/2. Okay, what we're going to do today is a stinker, a little bit of a stinker. You might get it right away, but might not get it exactly. But I'm going to show you the difference, and I'm going to caution you whenever you do these kind of expressions and you simplify them, that you're really careful on copying exactly the negative signs and the parentheses exactly how they are. That'll save you a world of trouble, okay? All right, so let's talk about the difference between 4 squared, the opposite of 4 squared, and in parentheses, negative 4 squared. All right, we all know the answer to this, right? 4 times 4 is 16, okay? Now let's just do this one too. If you have negative 4 in parentheses and you square it, what that really means is that means negative 4 times negative 4, and negative times a negative is a positive, so the answer is 16. This is Dr. Stinky Poo, as all your college professor mathematicians will call this. By the way, if you're ever in a college math class and he doesn't call this kind of stuff Dr. Stinky Poo, I would just raise my hand and just say, hey, when are you going to talk about Dr. Stinky Poo? And then just see what the class of 75 kids, they'll turn around and you'll make a big impression, I promise you. Okay, anyway. If you can train yourself to start saying things like this, the opposite of 4 squared, you'll be in good shape. Now, opposite of 4 squared. Think about it. Ready? The opposite of 4 squared. The opposite of 4 squared. Well, 4 squared is 16, right? But the opposite of that is negative 16. That's the difference between this and between that. In this one, you are saying negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. In this one, you're saying 4 squared and the opposite of that, which is negative 16. And that could be the opposite of, 3 squared or the opposite of 5 to the third power or whatever. Okay, so let's do some simplification here. So if you want to copy this down, do it. Pause it very carefully, please. All right, this is the opposite of 4 squared. This is 16. If you just want to put the opposite of 16, put that. Okay, this I would just copy my negative sign. This answer right here, this means to go negative 3 times negative 3. That's what squaring means, which is 9. And again, don't worry that you have a negative there. You just copied that. You're correct. That doesn't mean you're saying that negative 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. You're not saying that. You're just saying that this part is positive 9. Okay. The opposite of 3 cubed is the opposite of 27. And I'll stop right there. That makes sense? If not, just back about 30 seconds and do it again. Okay. Negative 16 minus 9 is negative 25. All right. Negative 25 minus 27 is, again, two numbers, same sign, add them together, and then take the same sign. Boom, there you go. Okay, negative 52. Let's try another one. All right, copy it down carefully. Okay, what does this really mean? This really means negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. All right. Remember your old rule about, if you have multiplying, you have an odd number of negative factors. What's the answer going to be? Negative? That's what it's going to be. This will be negative 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, done. Then the opposite of, in other words, I'm carrying this thing down here. Okay, then we can do this again if you want to. You can go negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Just leave it there for a second. And then the opposite of 2 squared, which is the opposite of 4. Boom. Okay, now let's do this part next. Okay, so we have negative 27, it's going to copy it down, minus, first off, what's the answer going to be, positive or negative? Negative, right? Okay, and then just put negative. And then 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Okay, then minus 4. Okay, so we have negative 27, and the opposite of 8 is plus 8, minus 4. There we go. So negative 27, you know what we can do? Let's just do this first. How about 8 minus 4 is 4? Okay, so you have negative 27 plus 4. Well, that's all we need to do, just one of those two things. So 27 minus 4 is 23, then the opposite of 23, there you go. Okay, that's exponents and sign numbers. Okay, all right. On page 308, let's try those two problems and pause it, and we'll come back and do them together. Okay. Well, let's don't make this too complicated. Let's copy what we want to copy and do this in steps, okay? So negative 2 to the third power. If you want, you can go over here and just go negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. And that's going to be 3. Oh, that'll be negative there. And then 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So that's the answer to the first one so far. Opposite of, you tell me, what is negative 2 times negative 2? Well, the answer is 4. Okay? We're just copying down this opposite sign from there. We're not saying the answer is negative 4. The answer is 4. But this goes in front of it, so you keep that. Okay, well, the opposite of negative 8 is 8. Minus 4 is 4. There you go. Okay. Try B. Pause it and give that a whirl. Okay. Now you notice, I mean, these look, they've put all these negative signs in parentheses and all that stuff. Don't be confused by it. Just knock it down. How should you read this right there? What's the correct way to read that? The opposite of 2 squared, right? Well, 2 squared is 4. The opposite of that is negative 4. All right, let's put the opposite sign right here, and let's do this together. What is this? This actually means negative 2 times negative 2, right? So negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. That's what you put there. Leave this negative sign because that's what it's in front of it, okay? All right, leave this negative sign. We'll just put that down there. And let's do this over here. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2, that's what we're asking, right? Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. But 4 times negative 2, which is the third one, is going to be negative 8. So here, the answer is negative 8, okay? All right, so let's keep going. Negative 4, then minus 4. Then the opposite of negative 8 is positive 8. And of course, negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. Plus 8 is 0. So the answer is 0. Okay. All right. Be really careful with those. Get this down in your head. The way you read this is you're going to go, okay, that's 25. Then I'm going to apply, the answer is negative 25. If it's this, you go, oh, that means negative 5 times negative 5. That's positive 25. That's the difference. Okay. All right. Good luck today. See you guys next time.